Hi everyone. Today I'm going to cover the following. 1. Why I built this tool. 2 is report generation. 3. Walkthrough of the report, some of the features, and then conclusion. Why did I build this tool? Who is this tool for? Most product ideas fail because founders guess at demand. This tool shows you real search data and whether you can actually make money before you build. So instead of staring at a blank page, you describe your idea and it generates the exact search terms your buyers are using. To make it easier, I've created a little helper that will help you to generate various keywords that people will be using to search for your new idea or product. Let's say I have an idea for a client proposal generator. So that's my seed keyword. And the type of product or service is going to be a SaaS web application. Who are the target customers? Be freelancers, independent consultants, small agency owners who need to create proposals for clients. What is the category for this particular product that I'm going to build? It's mostly about sales, getting more sales, productivity, helping me get things done faster as a consultant or freelancer. Also, client management. Who are my competitors? So this is optional. If you've done your research and there are competitors out there that do similar things, hopefully not as good as you are planning to do, you can input those. So this, and then I hit generate. Now I've got a list of keywords that I can use, or potential search keywords by your future clients or customers. So you see quite a few of those: proposal, software reviews, business proposal, sales proposal. I think they all make sense. You can uncheck things that you don't like, but I think they're all good. So I can just click on add keywords. Once I've done that, I see all the keywords over here in this row. Again, I can add, edit, delete the keywords here. So generate keywords is optional, but I highly recommend it to start with that if you just have keyword, a seed keyword, just an idea. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Propel. This is the name for your product. Or maybe, so this is what the report is going to be named as. Let's do it there. I'm going to select a country. I'm going to select United Kingdom. For the expected price of LTV or LTV, lifetime value, I'm thinking, maybe $30 a month, so maybe 12 months, say $360. Cost per customer, this is the variable cost, with things like Stripe payments, your hosting, your variable hosting costs, etc. Let's just say $10. Let's say $30. Okay, let's just say $10. Your fixed cost per month. So this is your hosting, DNS, etc. They're all fixed. Databases, email, AI, and maybe your personal as well. Let's just keep it simple. $50. And then I hit generate report. So in the background, it's looking at Google Ads search data for those keywords and working out the cost per click, which is how much it would cost for someone to click on the keyword if you're bidding for it and coming to your website, and the search volume, etc., and works out if the idea is worth pursuing potentially. So this is the report that's come up. That's the report name. These are our inputs. The verdict is yes. So it says it's worth deeper validation. So it's found a profitable scenario at a capture rate of 3%, which is how many people viewing your ad would be clicking on, percentage of them will clicking on, and the conversion. Once they land on your page, how many of them will convert, what percentage would convert. That's a 5% conversion. So 3% capture from Google and 5% conversion on your page. So the cost per click, weighted cost per click, we're looking at approximately £13. So we have 670 impressions potentially. Out of those, only 530 or we have enough data for. So we have CPC data for. And so we're looking at a profit of around £23.32 per customer. Sorry, that is the profit loss of that scenario. And we look at a few other things, including revenue, cost to get a customer, and then the profit per customer is that. It's not a huge profit, but it is something to be looked at. So it's more directional, more than really an accurate representation of your potential revenue. Now, underneath that is the most interesting bit, interactive bit. We can model the scenario. So I can see that some of the CPC, so cost per click from Google, the highest seems to be around $21. That's quite high. So if I want to exclude those keywords, I could just say, I could reduce it to maybe $15. And you can see that that means that my ad spend is lower, and my profit is a little bit higher per customer. Yeah. So once I exclude keywords, that means I'll have less traffic. Less traffic could potentially mean less customers. The overall profit revenue could be lower, but profit per customer can go up. So again, if I increase some of these, like the capture rate from Google, percentage of people click, obviously the cost for the click would increase, but at the same time you would have more revenue, and then potentially the profit might go up or down. So these are the things that you can look at. And you can adjust many of those. You can adjust things like the your conversion rate, your landing page. You can adjust the pricing. So if you want to do plus, 10%, obviously the price, your profit would rise, and so on. Cost per customer. So you optimize things, and cost, the variable cost has gone lower. All of this can impact your profit, and you can model all of that here. Now you got a visual of what's happening. So we have the revenue here, and you can see almost half of it is going to the ad spend based on these parameters that you put in. So this is something that you should be playing around with and looking at, and then reviewing it as you launch a campaign or build your product. You'll have it'll help you, guide you. Again, this is directional. And then down below that, we have the demand and economics. So essentially, it tells you what's the search demand, demand for this the keywords that were used, which are again coming from your product definition. It tells you the demand is that at the moment for the keywords that are chosen. And then we have things like the paid search volume. So there are, that includes keywords that have actual data from Google for CPC. It tells you how many terms were checked, how many were included, how many were excluded. Excluded because they had no volume information in Google. So Google's saying the volume is low or non-existent, or the CPC data is missing. So Google doesn't know what the CPC for those ads would be. So we're excluding all of that just to give us a little bit more accurate information. That's that there. So you can see the estimated visits at the 3% capture, 5% conversion, the break-even scenario. You see some static information here about that. Now again, this just gives you again a table of the cost to get a customer for different conversion rates, 0.5 to 10. And you can see as the conversion rate goes up, the cost to customer goes down, and kinds of hits our margin around 5%. On deeper analysis, you get a score at the top. So demand, it says it's a niche demand. Searches are declining as per Google, based on total monthly searches of 670. It seems to be declining. So that's that for those keywords. Visibility, it looks like paid search might be workable, and there is a profitable scenario at a realistic capture rate, 3% and 5%. So pricing is what we input, 360, the lifetime value. And then underneath that you have a keyword strategy. This again will be very useful. So if you do want to launch a campaign with Google, these are the keywords that you should probably be focusing upon because they have a decent amount of searches, or the CPC cost is not too high. And we can see over here you see the search data, CPC estimates, and the trend, competition, and the cost that you would pay for different conversion, click-through rate over here, and these are obviously you can sort them. It's for you to have a look at and then work out in detail what makes sense. So maybe if you want to look at variations of these keywords, for example, and try different alternatives that make sense to find a better margin. So anything with 0, obviously want to avoid for now. You also see a monthly trend for each keyword. You can see some of the keywords, they're pretty consistent. Others could be going up. So it gives you kind of an idea of the trend for the different keywords. Again, you might use this information to kind of fine-tune your keyword list. That's that. So now that you have a report, you can share this with someone else. You can set a password and then generate a share link. That will generate a link that you can share with someone else, and then you enter that password that you selected. You can also export this information to an Excel if that's how you want to share it. So that's the report. Again, this is directional, but it gives you a very good idea of whether your product or the idea that you have is demand for it as per Google. So we've seen that. So that's the new report. Once you have the report, you can go to your homepage. The various reports that you created are available here. You can view them, export them from there as well. So this is the one that we created. And you can see 36 keywords were used. The verdict is an yes. And the other thing I wanted to cover is the profile section. Obviously, that's your name, password, etc. It tells you which plan or tier you're currently on, and gives you an option to upgrade if there is an upgrade option. I can also buy credits for extra reports. So I have 14 out of 16 available. But if I do need to buy more, I can buy an extra 5, 10, etc. Then click buy reports. You go to the payment step to buy the reports. So that's pretty much it from walkthrough. So it kind of helps you with validating your build. And if you want to use it, all you need to do is go to the website ideas.trk7.app. The links will be provided in wherever you're looking at, and then just click on sign up or a new report. There's no credit card required for your first report. You can just sign up and start creating a report, and then work it out for yourself. Thank you so much, and hopefully this helped you understand what this product is about. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My contact would be shared on the website or wherever you're looking this video from. Thank you so much, and happy building.